it out.
You're like so uneasy.
Should we take anything else? Is that it? Is that it? We've got a fire warden over there, so.
And the guys who do that right.
Fire warden. Oh, nice.
What's going on?
Fire, sorry.
Sort it out.
Were we doing a fire video?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that's so heavy. As soon as you move it,
from a building warden's perspective, when a fire alarm sounds, the building warden is required to ring 111, ask for fire brigade, advise of the location of the fire. In this case, it's building 421, which the fire brigade have on their register, and 26 Simon Street. Generally, I tell them 26 Simon Street or 7 Grafton Road, because you've got 2 entrances. I let them figure that one out. And hang up. And the important thing is to tell them whether it's a real fire or a practice fire. From there you ring 966, which is the campus security. Let them know that there's a fire, a practice fire should I say, or once again a real fire. The doors should open, all doors which are normally locked down should open. Whether that happens remains to be seen. And the building warden goes to the main entrance to the building, and it's their job to, as the floor wardens come down to that position, it's their job to tick off that area, or that portion of the floor has been cleared of individuals, and that the floor warden is then asked to remain around and may be required to assist in another part of the building or clear outside the building as required. So essentially they're there to assist as required.
What kind of training do these wardens have?
The wardens are offered training through the university. It's a fairly simple training, which takes about an hour, and just tells them very briefly what their duties are. Nothing arduous about it whatsoever. For that reason, I have given the training myself rather than send them over to the university for training, because it is quite straightforward.
Cool. Thanks, Ross.
Right.
Come on, there's a fire! We're gonna go faster! Okay, park it up! Okay, put it in the box. Open it up!
So, okay, what do you do with that? What do you do with that?
Oh my god. You open it. You gotta open. No, we don't open it.
Yeah. University warden. Alright, let's turn around.
Don't make it look like a total.
So what's your role?
I'm the level 2. What am I? What am I actually called? Oh, sorry. The level 2 fire warden? Oh yeah, the level 2 studio fire warden. Okay, I'll start again.
Say it with some strength in it, like some authority. Come on. You're a fire warden.
So I'm the level 2 fire warden in building 421.
Okay. And what do you do?
Basically, when the fire alarm goes, it's my job to go in and clear all the students out of the level 2 studio, make sure that everyone has absolutely left the building, and then once that's done, just do a quick check and report up to the building warden.
Do you have any advice for students in the event of a fire?
The main thing is, in the last drill that we just had, unfortunately quite a few students tried to go back to obtain things in their locker, and that was a little bit concerning, because in the real fire obviously you wouldn't want to be going back to get your sports gear out of your locker just so you could go off to basketball practice. Yeah. So just get out of the building, follow the instructions, and just have concern for everyone else's safety. Otherwise it becomes a bit of a chaotic mess.
Any other questions?
Do you enjoy your job as university?
Oh yeah, it's a great power trip for me to. No, I'm just joking. It is an enjoyable job because it's actually a serious thing when it comes down to it. A lot of people make fun of the whole fire drill thing, and I think that's why people don't always take it seriously. But it is good because it actually means that we're ensuring people's safety. So yeah, it's good.
Let's suss out what we should do first. Yeah, and then and then you grab it to a place of fire and you put it down. Yeah. Oh, but obviously students won't do this because. And then to call it back if the fire's gone, just do it so.
What do the signs mean?
Okay. So these are just instructions. So if there's any fire, like raise alarm by breaking glass, there's a fire extinguisher down here.
Oh, and how do you use it?
Just lift it up. Lift it up. And then it's.
Hey, what's the name of the woman that works on the help desk?
Which one? Downstairs? Upstairs?
level 5.
Wash car.
So you pull out the pin and aim at base of fire, and you squeeze the lever. Like squeeze the lever down. Yeah, like use lift in the event of fire. Yeah. So don't use it.
And there's the.
And what is that thing?
That's the alarm.
It's the fire alarm. So if there's an alarm, it'll turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Yep. Go.
Okay, so that's a smoke control door. So
it will control the smoke.
Keeps it in.
Yeah, it keeps it in. Okay, please come through. So this here, I know that in this building it's a dry system, so they have to hook the water up downstairs. You'll probably see that later. So if you turn this, there shouldn't be any water in it. It should be dry because the fire engine comes and hooks up its hose, and then it'll come out. So it pumps it up through the building. So it's going to be bone dry pretty much. And then this is meant to be a recess space. So in case of a fire, if you're like munted and you need a break, you should be able to stand it, but then like it's far too small, so you're probably gonna get hit, fall down the step. Alright, thank you.
But that's considered stairs, not fire.
Yeah, but it's fine, it's visibility though.
Yeah, visibility.
So these steps are pretty much illegal.
Not up to code.
Yeah, they're non-compliant. So basically, they're meant to be visible. So that's why you have this strip on the end here. Like that's meant to be like highly visible. So in case of fire or smoke, you can still see it. But obviously that's not really adequate. And also, wait, was there an issue between?
Step.
Oh yeah, there's a
gap.
It's called a dummy step.
a dummy step here. So if you're coming down this step, you'll see that as another step, and you'll probably be like, ooh, like that.
As well, because all these stairs have gaps between them, fire actually travels up the core much faster than if there weren't any gaps between them.
When there's a fire in the building, lifts cease to work, and people are required to therefore use the stairs, because if they're stuck in the lift when the lift ceases to work, the potential is they could get stuck there. In terms of egresses from the building, the reason we insist on, and the university insists on keeping egresses clear, apart from people with disabilities, it's to ensure that a building like this, which has approximately up to 1,000 people in, can easily get out of the building.
Ross, what's an egress?
An egress is an exit point from the building, or an access point to the building.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And usually that is, in terms of a fire, that is usually depicted as well by fire signage, which should light up when power goes off or a fire activates as well.
It's a studio, smoke control doors.
Fire tells you which way to run to the exit to get out of the building.
Okay, so we think that's a smoke alarm. It could be something else. This is when that tutor hooked up with that girl that you.
Huh?
You remember Richie?
Clean.
Who's Richie?
Spread the rumours.
The guy that we had in.
Is he still here?
I don't know. No, he doesn't teach.
What the hell?
He was when he was a student. Yeah.
How did you know?
I don't know. It's just a rumor.
It's recording
Are
your
you
gossip.
hooked up in
A
there?
rumour.
Yeah,
A rumour on camera, bro.
Why would you not know?
So romantic.
Okay, so wait, does this silver shit do stuff? What's that stuff for? Doesn't that?
That's heating.
Yeah, this is heating. Yeah. Okay. Wait, so what the fuck are we talking about in here then?
They all point up and down, and so people know that which way it's pointing and which way the
Okay,
fluid's
yeah.
going.
So that's just indicating flow. So let's go here. It's going there. You can see it on all these pipes in here.
In FC?
FC. Oh yeah, the FC is most likely the sort of the dry water system sort of thing. So you hook it up and it'll flow up and down from the fire engine, so up through the building. Typically, like in these sort of areas, you have fire retardant material. So like, because this is like a structural core, like obviously that has to retain its strength in a fire. So there'd be fire retardant over like concrete and steel, typically. Yeah. Which is usually like a spray-on sort of thing. Yeah. So this indicates that there's no smoke in the elevator, and maximum load of 970 kg, which is 13 people.
I don't know what it does.
switcher. Yes. What's the recall switch?
Have you watched Total Recall?
Probably. The elevator. Stop the elevator. Huh?
So,
I think when there's a fire, like a person that has the key just turns off the elevator
why?
so that no one can use it.
And
Otherwise,
exactly.
because using an elevator during a fire is not a good idea.
Doesn't it recall it to like ground floor or something? I would think it would do
That's
something
part of my
like
course. It's called Total Recall switch. Wide angle lens. Those guys are on fire. You should spray them up. Angela's on fire. And she's locked. Oh no. Where are you going?
Okay, so this will indicate if there's a fire. So if there's fire, if there's a defect, then at the moment it's not on, so it should be fine. It just has a photo.
Okay, cool.
When we have a fire, we have two points of indication of where the fire is within building 421 or the School of Architecture building. That is down outside room 136, which is down in the courtyard on level 1. There's a indicator board, and also on level 3 outside this building there's an indicator board as well, which should indicate approximately where the fire is in the building, or where the fault is in the building. And it does work.
Ventilation control. So at the moment the emergency lift controls are normal, but you can obviously switch that around to emergency. And this is ventilation control, so you can obviously switch that to extract if there's a fire.
When we hear the fire alarm go off, we have to call 111 and we notify which service that we require. Obviously when it's a fire alarm, we say could be a fire. We don't actually know what it is at that stage. And we also call security, the university security, to come along. And then we make our way down to level 3, where we've got the levels board, so levels 1 to 7. And then as the floor wardens come along, we mark off that those areas have been cleared. And I do get to wear a nice, attractive building vest as well. Yeah, just, I mean, that is to help identify that you're the person in charge, I suppose. Hmm.
What would you like students to do in case of a fire?
I guess first and foremost is to keep calm and make your way out as quick as possible to the evacuation point that you should have all have been advised of from your lecturing staff, which is just between this building and the faculty office. So I guess our floor wardens have quite a big task because 7 stories is quite a big building, and when you're moving that quantity or that scale of students out of the building, just that calm, fast exit out of the building is all that we ask, really.
Yeah. So with regards to people with disabilities, the requirement is to keep a register of people with disabilities. However, in practice, people don't tell us, and there's no, by law, there's no requirement for them to tell us by whether they have a disability or not, because at the end of the day it is a privacy issue. But if anyone has a disability, or if anyone comes across anyone who can't descend the stairs for whatever reason, it's a good idea for one person to stay with the individual and another person to go down and tell the building warden. They will in turn tell the fire warden, the fire fireman, who will go up and bring the people down. There are special attachments that you can put onto wheelchairs, which will assist people downstairs, but in practicality, that's probably, unless it was someone who was permanently in the building in a wheelchair, in practicality, we probably wouldn't use such a device.
Ross, does the building work very well at the moment, do you think, in your opinion, to cater for disabled disability?
It does. It's a complex building because it's divided into two parts, and essentially it's divided into east and west by the seismic joint in the building. The complexities of getting down and out of the building, at the end of the day we've got 3 sets of stairs that we need to get down out of the building.
Come on, there's a fire! We're gonna go faster! Okay, park it up! Okay, park it up!